This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is my good friend Judy Burns from Friends Together. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning, Nance.
It's hard to believe that we've been doing this for how many years?
Friends Together,
Yes.
This is our 20th year. In August, we're going to have a huge 20th anniversary celebration, 1996.
And I remember because you were one of my first guests that I had when the show started. And, we talked about all the stuff that was going on and all the fun stuff, and it was a tribute to your daughter. And did you ever have an idea that it was going to grow to where it is today?
No. It was a fantasy that it could be like this. Initially, I just really wanted a monthly support group for folks who are coping with cancer. I thought that was my promise. That was what I was fit to do, what I was able to do, and I really was very naive about the true need for cancer patients and families and caregivers. And of course, it's evolved over the years, 20 years, into more than I could have ever imagined.
Okay. And give me an idea of how many gas cards that you supply every month for people.
Oh my goodness, every month in terms of total dollars, it's about $2,500 a month in gas cards. Wow. We also offer free lodging for anyone who has an appointment or care outside of the Alpena area. So if, our
two vans on the road?
2 vans are on the road. U of M probably sees so many of our patients for consultation specialties. And in any 1 week, we could have 2 to 5 people we've helped get to U of M, give them lodging, and bring them back home again.
I was in the office briefly yesterday, and while I was there were 2 calls for gas cards going to U of M.
Absolutely.
Oh wait, one I think was maybe Carmanos, and one was U of M. But,
right.
Well, knowing all the wonderful things you do as a volunteer, I'm so excited to have you here today. And first we're going to talk about Men Who Dare to Care.
Yes.
It's a wonderful fundraiser. Sharon Thompson from the Spruce area does it in honor of her daughter, who's a cancer survivor, and in memory of her husband who lost his battle with cancer.
Just last year, yes.
Yes, and it's a wonderful event. So tell us about that.
It sure is. This is the second Men Who Dare to Care event. It is at Churchill Point in Hubbard Lake, and it's just a really fun afternoon and evening. It's Sunday, May 15th. Okay. Service begins at 4 o'clock. And we will be waited on by men who are in tuxedo t-shirts, black pants. We have an elegant buffet this year, and they just really offer us a lot of nice entertainment. It's fun. The weather is going to be beautiful. I've decided that. Of course. So it's Celebrity Server Night at Churchill Point. All proceeds come to Friends Together. There's an auction. There's a band. There's entertainment. And all tips come to us. So we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time that night. This is our second Churchill Point event, and it came from Sharon's passion that men need to care about their health and the health of other men, and this is what came from that. So there are men who dare to care, step up and take care of other men.
Okay, and it's Sunday, May 15th, and we'll see you out there.
Right, starts at 4 o'clock.
Okay, and the next one?
Oh, this is really a great one.
This is the Celebrity Server Night, and this is a fundraiser that I do called Docs that Rock.
Right.
I have 10 doctors. I have Dr. Hitzelberger, Dr. Lucerna, Dr. Courier, Cynthia Gage, Dr. Sheridan, Michael Johnson, Dr. Beatty, Dr. Boehm, Dr. Ziliskowski, and Dr. Conboy. And they all come and wait on tables, and for a little extra tip, maybe they'll sing or dance or something.
They'll do whatever we ask them to do. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. And that's Wednesday, May 18th, and there's 2 seatings, 5:30 to 7 and 7 to 9. Hosted by Chef Eric Peterson and Stacy Peterson at the Fresh Palate. There's going to be, in the Nucleus Lounge, there's going to be some specials from 4 to 5:30 to get you all geared up before you get your seat. Just lots of fun, a real fun time, and thank you so much to everyone that donates their time and energy for this event.
It's our third one, right?
Yes.
It's a great event, and in order to go, you need to call 916-7311 because we need reserved seating.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll be standing in line. We can't guarantee it. So this is a great night, and it's wonderful to watch your doctors and some of their wives.
Another element.
And another element that is not their own.
And they get a little flabbergasted.
Yes, and there's a little sweating going on
Yeah, I
because they're
noticed that.
very concerned that they're not going to get the drink order right or whatever. So Docs That Rock is one of our favorite fundraisers. And again, all the proceeds go to Friends Together and all the programs we support.
And we have live music. We have Charlie Madison and Josh Stubbe and House Call, which are two Dr. Weeks and Dr.
They're fabulous.
Yep, two local doctors.
Yep.
So we only have a few minutes left, Judy, so I want to make sure we get to the grand finale event.
The grand finale event is going to be June 3rd at the Band Shell, beginning at 6 o'clock. It's all about Five for Friends, friends helping friends touched by cancer. That's our evening to say thank you to this community for all their support throughout the year. We're going to acknowledge all of our sponsors, everyone who's been a volunteer and supported us. We have food vendors, we have a kids corner, we have a beer and wine tent, we have entertainment on the stage, music all evening. It's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful event. We have a special designated time to recognize survivors and those who've passed away from cancer.
Okay.
And every year we have a Friend of the Year, and I'd like to announce that this year's Friend of the Year is Sandra Donovan.
Oh, yay.
Who has done so much for women who have been touched by cancer and men.
Yes.
In terms of supporting all of our comprehensive women programs and also men who need some of that extra loving care during that time in their life too. So Sandra has donated time, talent, and treasure to Friends Together for years, and we're going to recognize her this year.
Oh, I'm so glad. It's a perfect choice.
She's wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
And Judy, you know, you alluded to the support groups and all the wonderful things that you do. Give me an idea of some of the support groups that you have and how people can participate.
Everyone is welcome. You are welcome at any time to Friends Together. Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock is our Tuesday night Friends Together, which they just renamed 2 weeks ago to Tuesday Night Live.
Okay.
They want everyone to know it's a life-giving, hopeful group. We usually have 15 to 25 people. Guys Like Us meets Wednesday morning at 10.
Okay.
It's our men's group. We started that 5 years ago with 3 men. Jim, your dear heart, was one of them. Last week we had 18 men
Amazing.
at that group. We also have a caregiver support group 2 Tuesdays of the month. We have a support program up in Rogers City
Okay.
every other Monday. We're up there every first and third Thursday, just presenting to the community anything that Friends Together can help. We have learning lunches in Rogers City. We have a program for parents of children touched by cancer. We have programs in the junior and senior high. We have a breast cancer support group. We're just busy every single day of the week.
And Judy, what's the best way for someone to find out about all these things? On your website or make a phone call?
Right. Please call me at 356-3231 or just go to our website, www.friendstogethermi.org, and we do have a Facebook also. There's a lot of activity that's noted on our Facebook page.
And you know, some of the things you talked about that you do to help people in our community, I mean, there's so many things that people don't even know about that we can help with. So please,
gosh.
feel free to give a call and ask questions.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Nancy.
I'll be right back with Christine Wojtulski from Besser Museum following these messages. Hi, I'm back with Christine Wojtulski from Besser Museum. Good morning, Christine.
Hi, Nancy.
When Judy Burns was just here, we talked about her 20th anniversary, but Besser Museum, get the right name,
Yes.
is celebrating their 50th anniversary. Unbelievable.
50th anniversary, May 19th, 1966, Besser Museum officially opened its doors to the public. So all this year we've been celebrating, but especially in May, 50 years is a great milestone.
And you're doing some wonderful events, and the most important one are these wonderful coupon booklets.
For May, local businesses have partnered with us to show their support so that when we have donations coming in, they will not only receive a tour of the museum, a future ticket to the Digital Planetarium show,
Yes.
and then a summer fun packet of all these coupons from local businesses. So what our campaign is stop by any day in May. We're open 7 days a week.
Okay.
Make a donation of $10 or more, and you'll receive a tour of the museum, a future ticket to the Digital Planetarium show, and this booklet full of coupons. And so some of the businesses that are partnering with us to make this successful is JJ's Pizza, free cheese bread, the laser tag. If you've not
Yes.
played laser tag, it's a blast. golf, Alpena Golf Course. We have the Lighthouse. You can go climb the Lighthouse. North Country Candy, buy one, get one free. Skating at the Alpena Northern Lights Arena.
Yes.
Bowling has a coupon in here for free shoes. The Art in the Loft. You can take an
Yes.
art class and get $5 off adult, $3 off a
And
kid.
that's a good discount.
Dinosaur Gardens.
Oh, yes.
What else do we have? On the rainy days, you can rent one, get one free family video.
Perfect.
So, and then also we have Lee's Putt-Putt Golf. So all these businesses got together and showing their support, we put this booklet together. And it's so simple, and what it is really an appeal to your audience. People don't understand that Besser Museum is not on a millage.
No.
We don't have local or state funding. We really operate on the generosity of the community. Besser Foundation underwrites a part of our operational expenses. During our capital campaign, we have that great support
Yes.
from local businesses.
unbelievable support.
And we are so close, but we truly need our people to come out, and $10, and you're supporting Besser Museum and helping us transform our planetarium that has
Yes.
been operating that same equipment for 50 years into a digital sky theater.
And you know, Chris, as we were talking while we were waiting to start, you know, I know so much about what the new theater, what the new system will be able to do, but the things I don't know are probably more than the things I do know.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to really transform the full dome Sky Theater into almost like an IMAX experience. Some of the vendors, when we were looking for what company we were going to look for, they came up and did demonstrations. And there was a show, Nancy, I thought my chair actually was like spinning around the room. It was amazing. People came out of those demonstrations so excited at the possibilities of what we were going to be able to do here in Alpena with digital technology.
And I know you said ACC, Mid-Michigan Hospital, Medical Center, Alpena Public Schools, you'll be able to integrate into the classrooms.
And partner with those, because it's so much more than astronomy.
Yes.
You know, although we are so excited to be recognized as a dark sky designation,
Yes.
and we're partnering with those parks, but there is science with biology. There was a zygote body where you could actually go inside the body, go through your, you know, cavities of the body, the heart, the sinuses, the blood vessels. It was so cool. There was art that you can actually walk through art. There's also capability of doing what's called dome casting,
Okay.
where people from around the world can present inside our dome, or we can cast outside to the world. So it just really is a great piece of equipment that will open up endless possibilities. And people will be so happy that they partnered to make this happen. Besser Museum, excuse me, I think is what I say is a reflection of who we are as a
Yes.
community. We are the cultural identity. Our art, our history, our science. People come learn so much about what a great community we are right at Besser Museum. So we only can do what our community allows us and supports us to do. And we want to really put our
Yes.
best face forward. And we're asking everyone to partner with us at this time, any day in May. Stop by any day in May. We're open 7 days a
$10
week now.
donation, get the coupon booklet that's worth well more than $10. Plus, when you go into the new IMAX Skydome, you can say, hey, I help support this.
Exactly, exactly. And people too now are excited to learn. We're open on Sundays, 12 to 4. So Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
Okay.
Sundays, 12 to 4.
And Chris, when I think of, you know, there's not going to be another IMAX theater,
Style,
Skydome,
right.
in a near area. So people will be coming from all over to our town.
Exactly.
They'll be buying gas, they'll be shopping in our stores, they'll be eating in our restaurants. It's a wonderful
Right.
tourist boon for all of us in our community.
It's one more piece of the puzzle that Northeast Michigan offers. And Nancy, you know from your shows, Northeast Michigan has so many wonderful assets to offer visitors. And with our US 23 Heritage website and the
Yes.
Lake Huron Discovery Tour, which I love, gets that word out of all the stuff that is here. And through that digital equipment in the planetarium, we will be able to partner with other entities. One of the things that we would love to do is get a program of the shipwrecks, the diving, because I'm not a diver.
Okay.
And so we can partner with
Yes.
NOAA and the Thunder Bay Marine Sanctuary and get some of those videotape dives and cast it on the dome, or partnering with the Mid-Michigan and really teaching about the human body and some of those health resources. So there's so much more we can do. Fish and Wildlife, it's really opening up a platform for other people to come in. And the River Center, we've already been talking about about partnering with them on some stuff. So it is, again, something that will benefit everybody. And we already have people traveling from all over to Alpena to come to the planetarium. So
yes, and it's exciting. So, but the last thing we need is money. We need dollars. So please call. Come in any day during the month of May. $10 donation or more. Get a wonderful tour of the museum. Get your coupon booklet and support those merchants that are supporting the museum.
And I think people need to really understand the value of those donations too. When you do a capital campaign, and I know you have many guests on here that talk about the need for finances to keep their operations going. But it is all those small donations that add up to large amounts. And it allows, like you say, everybody in the community to be a part of something that's bigger than them and to take ownership in all the wonderful things that are happening in Alpena and in Northeast Michigan. So every donation, small or large, but this month of May, it is that $10 donation. You'll come into the museum, maybe for the first time, maybe for the first time in a long time. It always surprises me when I hear people say, I haven't been here in years. And they always think, oh, nothing changes. Well, a lot has changed. We have our Salvador Dali on display, our fossil park. The snow is gone. You can start digging in the fossil park. We have Northeast Michigan artists, their exhibit up, Camera Club exhibit up. The new Besser Company exhibit is on display. So there is some new exhibits. I think people will be surprised. And
we're out of time. Give me a number for people to call.
356-2202, or check us out on our website, bessermuseum.org.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster. I'm president of Alpena Community College, and I'm pleased to have as our guest this morning Roy Smith, utility and tech instructor at Alpena Community College. Welcome, Roy.
Thank you, Dr. McMaster. It's a pleasure to be here.
We had a wonderful event last Friday at the college, which was really spearheaded by you and your team, National College Lineman's Rodeo. Could you tell the viewers a little bit about it?
Sure. It was a great event. It was a lot of fun. It's something that's been going on annually now for 14 years. There are not a lot of colleges in the country that teach people to be entry-level linemen, but we're one of the few. But we started an association a few years back and now have annual competitions or lineman rodeos to challenge each other in what would be typical type events that linemen would have to do as far as construction on a pole or building utility structures. And then also, because we're a college, there's a written knowledge test as well.
How many teams came from? Where did they come from?
Okay, well, we had 24 total teams competing in our rodeo. They came from as far away as Western Nebraska Community College. We had a couple other teams from Nebraska, one from Omaha, one from Norfolk, Nebraska. We had State Technical College from Missouri, Mitchell Technical College from South Dakota, and Moraine Park Community College from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and you know, in talking to them, they were just very complimentary about the organization, the setup, the friendliness. I think they were having a good time.
Oh, I know they were having a good time. It's something that we've talked about wanting to host, I think, ever since we went to our first rodeo as a team in 2008. Finally was asked, and not until late January, if we wanted to host it. And I think you probably remember me coming to you and saying, you know, Dr. McMaster, do you think we can pull this off? And I gave you some of the ideas I had, and you put me in front of the College Foundation, the ACC Foundation. They agreed to help us out as much as they could, and we got the ball rolling and formed a committee, got a bunch of great people from the college to work together with us to put off what came out to be a wonderful event.
Yes, well, you're right on all fronts there. A great group internally at the college, and part of it, I think, is they have so much respect for the program that you've led for many years. they like the linemen, and they just they recognize how influential it is for the college.
Yes, and it went way beyond our college as far as within our own community here, but also with the utilities from around the state of Michigan, all contributing either funds or personnel to help us pull this off. It was a big event with over 100 competitors, over 20 judges that came from utility companies from not only all over the state, but one judge, one of our alumni,
Yeah.
came home on vacation all the way from Florida just to be a part of the events, which was
Yeah.
really neat.
Could you share your thoughts or about Alpena Power and Steve Fletcher in particular, and their influential role in this event and overall the history of?
Well, Alpena Power, of course, was instrumental in us even having a utility technology program. That's been something ongoing with Steve Fletcher for over 30 years. 26 years ago, I believe it finally came to fruition for him as far as getting a program started at Alpena Community College, and then he's continued to support us, and Alpena Power has continued to support us through all these years, and helped us build a nationally recognized program right here in Alpena.
Very much so, and I think there was a lot of pride on the part of Steve and the Alpena Power people to see where he had come in the quarter of a century since they planted that seed.
Right, and I think that as well, and a half a dozen of the people that were there helping us out at different times on Friday, over a half a dozen of them were from Alpena Power, but over a half a dozen from Alpena Power are graduates
Yes.
from ACC and therefore participated. I know that all of the employees at Alpena Power over the years have taken courses at ACC, and they've always been a big supporter of our college.
A great partnership with them, and after the event, I have been struck, I not surprised really, but struck by the emotion and the feeling of pride among the staff, not necessarily in the occupational programs or utility tech, but staff-wide about how this came off and their pride of ACC and the event and what a great place it is to work.
Yeah, a lot of them were unsure what the event was all about, but they stepped up. They volunteered to help us out even beforehand. I mean, we had, our secretaries, support staff, honor society students, student senate, but everybody from all over the college contributing, going out, actually taking part in some fun events that we had, like a steel pole climb where there were steps on the pole, but wearing the proper safety equipment. Anybody could climb that pole, and many of them did. And it was fun to watch and a lot of fun. I didn't see you heading up that pole, Dr. McMaster.
I missed that particular event.
I did see math instructors and psychology instructors and
Yes.
political science instructors and secretaries, and even my grandson heading up that
Yes.
pole.
He was up the pole 4 times. I heard rang the bell.
Yes,
he looks
he
like a
enjoyed
natural.
it. Yeah, 11 years old and already climbing up 40-foot poles.
And then we had Miss Michigan, Emily Kalashewski, to help us at the award ceremony, which was cool.
It was very cool. I don't know where else in Alpena, but we could have been able to pull that off. Obviously, Emily, very proud of her hometown and
Yes.
her hometown college, and came back agreeing to help us present the awards to all these line workers, line men, and line women from across the country. And what a nice surprise for them when during the awards ceremony they saw Miss Michigan walk in. It was a great time.
Yeah, it was a great time. And locally, we had Mary Myers do well.
Yes, we had several of our students do very well. Tyler Green took first place in the written exam, scoring a perfect 100%, as did Mary Myers, another one of our students, but Tyler beat her by 1 minute in the overall time taking the test, so the time was the tiebreaker.
Okay.
And then Lafayette Blaine, another one of our students, took third place in testing, so we did very well there. And then the other events, C1 framing, where we frame up a utility pole on the ground, we took first place in that as well with Tanner Goebel doing that. So, out of 4 main events, taking first place in 2 of them as a school, we did very well.
We did, and I can tell you, walking through the crowd, I talked with a dad of one of the climbers, and he was watching his son compete, and you could just tell how proud he was. was just how proud he was of what his son was doing and the program and complimentary of it. And a lot of folks came back. Dr. Davis, Dr. Newport were there.
Yes, it was a lot of fun seeing a lot of the folks from the college, past and present, who were there, and just people from the community as well. Beach Hall, who was former mayor of Rogers City that I worked with a number of years back trying to get the Wolverine project off the ground up there in Rogers City, came to watch and had a great time. I don't know anybody who came that didn't enjoy what they saw. It was a fast-paced but fun-paced day, and everything came up beautifully, including the weather.
Yes. Well, it was a wonderful day for ACC and the community. Thank you for leading the charge. We appreciate it. Thank you for watching Talk of the Town. We'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your hosts, Nancy Smitham and Don McMaster. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on the community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.
The Talk of the Town furniture and set design are provided by Young Appliance Art Van Furniture on US 23 South in Alpena.